Hello and welcome to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel for a walk around video. This here is an MG ZS EV 2019 model, registered on a 2020 registration. And that naturally gives us MG warranty until March 2027, so 7 years or 80,000 miles, whichever comes sooner. So this MG ZS EV has a 44 kilowatt battery, and that is then feeding a 105 kilowatt output motor. In old money, that's about 141 brake horsepower, and that is obviously transmitted through an automatic transmission. This vehicle in particular has done just over 16,000 miles, which is incredibly low mileage and in fantastic condition. So let me take you through some of the amazing features to be found on these MG ZS EVs. So obviously, being electrical power, they're nice and cheap to charge and nice and cheap to run. So let's talk about charging to begin with. The vehicle is charged at the front, so you pull up the MG badge like so, and we peer down into this little slot here. We have two types of charging. First one being AC, if I can pull the panel up. AC charging, or type 2 connector, goes straight in there. If you're charging from a plug from 0 to 100, and bear in mind it won't be often you have anywhere near zero battery, you'll have 21 hours on that charge time. Alternatively, you can get one of those little pods on the side of your house, which takes up to about 7.4 kilowatts an hour, and that'll take you about 7 and a bit hours for a full charge, don't forget, but obviously you won't be doing that very often. So these can be comfortably charged overnight for your daily commute, not a problem. If you're in a rush, you've got to go somewhere fast, take up this little bung in a public charging station. You can charge these vehicles up to 80 kilowatts an hour. So, you can charge these from 10 to 80% in just 30 minutes. So you can use this on a daily basis and for your holidays, not a problem. So pop that bung back in and we'll shut the cover up. And don't forget, you've also got some lovely LEDs in this badge here, so when it is charging, it all glow and pulse at you and show you how kind you are being to the bees and the trees and the baby hedgehogs. Anyway, so that's a bit about the charging of the vehicle. We have the Sciat light technology headlights there with daytime running lamps around the perimeter of the lamp. They might appear to be flashing in your video, and it's simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. So don't panic. Just below there, have a little driver assistance radar. We'll cover that once we're inside the vehicle. Moving away round to the offside front now. These are some machine cut alloy wheels, 17 inches in diameter, and don't they look just lovely. Michelin Primacy 3 tyres fitted as standard on every corner. Only done 16,000 miles work, so you've got plenty of life left in those yet. I told you there's a lot of spec on these MGs. We've got keyless entry on both door handles. Click that button, it will lock. Click that button once more, it will unlock. Obviously you can see power folding and heated door mirrors. And you've also got a little blind spot monitor in both the door mirrors as well. To let you know it's unsafe to pull in or out, you'll have a little orange illumination. So now we're making our way around the vehicle. Let's give you some nice reflections. Unfortunately, it's got a dull January afternoon, so you're not going to get much sunlight. If I can just give you some nice seductive angles, moving all down to the offside rear. And once again, inside these wheels you have this little metal valve, which is called a TPMS sensor, tyre management pressure sensor. So you can see your tyre pressures live on the screen. Arriving at the rear of the vehicle now, just zoom out a bit, give you a bit of perspective. Rear parking sensors and a really good quality rear vision camera under there as well. Moving away down to the near side of the vehicle now, we're going to give it the exact same treatment. So we're going to start at the top and move our way down. Like so. Near side rear wheel. Looking lovely. Over to the near side front wheel. We just use some mud and went for a puddle. There we are. Near side front wheel. Beautiful. So once again, keyless entry on the passenger door handle as well. At the rear of the vehicle now, so the MG badge turns into a clasp to open up the rear boot. I'm a big fan of the boot on the MG ZS's. We have this dual level floor, so you can maximise the volume of the boot if you put it into the lower position. In the higher position, like it is now, when you fold the seats down, you get a nice flat entry all the way through. Lovely. So that's a bit about the boot. Let's have a look inside. So we should have locked the vehicle, so I'll get the key out, kick unlock, and I'll gain entry to the rear. Okay, it's a real nice synthetic leather inside this ZSEV, all defined by some lovely white grey stitching there. Round to the rear seats now, 2 ISOFIX seats as you'd expect to clip the kiddie seats in and keep them nice and secure. But once again, you've got this lovely, real padded, durable synthetic leather with lovely white stitching defining it all. At the back there is actually a USB port, so you can keep all your passengers nicely charged up as you're going along. Up there is your panoramic roof. Look at that. I should have really opened it for a demonstration. I did. Sorry about that. Opening the driver's door now. So on the driver's door card, 4 electric windows, and interior locking is just next to the door handle. Spinning around now, looking at the driver's seat, very good condition leather all the way down into the rear back and base part of the seat, and once again that looks lovely, very good condition. It is an electric adjustable seat, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 way adjustable driver's seat there. Okie dokie, right. Foot on the brake and click the silver button to wake up the ignition. So it's going to be slightly different to what you're used to seeing on your conventional diesel or petrol car, because we've done away with the rev counter. Obviously we don't have an engine to count the revolutions of now, we have the power displayed in a percentage. So if I can gain your attention to the right hand side there, we have 0% all the way up to 100% power. But please also note we have that charge function. This is the kinetic energy recovery system, and that is shown by number 3 with a colour band around the outside of it. 3 is the heaviest level of kinetic energy recovery, and it will recover up to 20% power when you come off the throttle. So obviously we have a 163 mile range on this ZSEV, and if you use the curves correctly in a town or a city situation, you can gain many miles back into your battery. So once you get used to it, it's a very lovely system. So that's a little bit about the right hand side of the screen. We've got your battery charge level just below there. Green ready suggests the vehicle is in a ready state, so we can currently drive it. If you don't have that, you won't be going very far. The left hand side, more conventional speedo, and below it is your 12 volt battery. In the middle is a digital driver display. We can navigate through that using the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So please note at the top where you've got your menu, we're currently on the car settings. Let's get out of there, sorry. So we've got your normal mode active, and then we've got settings to the right hand side. So we've got all your safety systems that are going to come up on the screen as well. Rear driver assist system. So this is all part of the MG pilot system I was referring to earlier. We have a digital speedo, range till empty, current journey, different trip computers there. We've got some of the electrical information regarding current, motor speed and voltage. Just below that again, as mentioned previously, the TPMS sensors, so you can see the digital readout. And we have the energy flow. I like this one when you're driving along, and back to your speedo. Different settings, we have the adaptive cruise control screen, so ACC adaptive cruise control. So on this ZSEV, the cruise control is on the lever by your left knee. It's a very simple process. Pull the lever towards you to take it off a standby. Click the blue button at the end of the stalk to set your speed to a constant, for example 60. Someone was then to pull in front of you, and then it will adapt your speed in accordance to the vehicle in front. If you feel like you're getting too close, you can adjust the distance. If I can show you the white line on the screen there, you can adjust the distance to the vehicle in front. So if they slow down to 50, we will also slow down to 50. If they then drop the accelerator and speed up to 80, we will follow them up to our set speed of 60. That's a little explanation for you how that all works. Wonderful. So let me just push that away, and that will cancel the system also. On the steering wheel, we have volume control buttons, a few media buttons such as pick up and decline phone call, with a source button, a programmable button there, you can do what you want with that, and a voice command button. That links me lovely to talk about the software on this MG ZS EV. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on this one, so whatever software you have on your mobile phone, plug it in using a USB data cable, which is just there, and that can be threaded through that lovely little hole there, and take advantage of all the software on your mobile phone. We do have MG Navigation as standard, which is a really high quality navigation, really nice to use. But if you didn't like that, you wanted to use your Google Maps, Apple Maps, Waze even, that can all be shown on that screen. So you're not limited to just the MG, you can use any navigation you want. So it's a really nice feature. But for me, the main one is when you click the voice command button that activates Siri or the Google Assistant. And from there, you can set commands, take me to Tesco's, play Elton John, anything you want, but it keeps your hands off of your phone, which is obviously essential. South of the screen now, we have the heating, ventilation and air conditioning controls. Volume, temperature to the left hand side, fan speed to the right hand side. We've got a quick clear front and rear mist, air conditioning, recirculation, and a different parade of different flows of vents. The outer two buttons are your heated front seats as well. So turn them off, otherwise I'll get a warm bum. Okay, we have a rotary gear selector in this one, so you can turn it around to the R position for reverse or D for drive. And this is where we control all of the different systems I was talking about. So KERS, KERS, Kinetic Energy Recovery System. And that's how you adjust the mode of recovery. So you know, into 2 or 1, whichever you prefer when you're driving. The mode button, quite self-explanatory. We do have an eco mode on this vehicle, so you can put it into eco, extend your range, dulling down the output of the heating, ventilation, the power steering and the motor to extend your range. If you want to go like the clappers, put it up into sport mode and enjoy all of the capacity of the motor and the battery. Just behind that, we do have an electronic handbrake and auto hold function as well. Give you a quick view of the rest of the interior. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to send back the roof. Thank you very much for watching this short video. I hope you found it useful. Any other information you do need, please do give us a call on 01376 550 899. And I'll see you in a minute as I record my second ZS EV. All lined up, ready to go. Bye-bye for now.